to say may well be simple, but they're true. Until you give your love, there's nothing more that we can do. Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? You say it's very hard to leave behind the life we knew, but there's no other way, and now it's really up to you. Love is the key we must turn. Truth is the flame we must burn. Freedom the lesson we must learn. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? I said that if it worked, that would be the take, and if it didn't work, that would be the rehearsal. But I think as I'm talking
fine.
now, it's fine.
Let's
It's
take
fine.
a thumbnail.
This is a thumbnail. Yeah. Okay. So this song, I don't know. Hands up or write a comment if you already knew it.
It's apparently a very, 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 very popular
So
song. Indeed.
popular.
Indeed.
Thank you. Stephen has requested. And Stephen has requested many intriguing folk songs, some of which are very well known and some of which are incredibly obscure and some of which are sort of middlingly obscure. It's always interesting. It's always interesting what Stephen, you're very game in what you'd like to hear us try. And so we thought we'd really give you something a little different here because there is an Instagram account called 100 Love Songs in which this man has he's collected compact disc, digital audio, and vinyl, and
Physically.
goodness knows a physical collection of as many of the covers of this song by Lesley Duncan
Sounds very obsessive
as
to
he
me.
can get, and there's more than 100, and that's not counting YouTube or us. Like, we wouldn't qualify. unfortunately. I'll tell him about us though, because he might be.
He might be interested. He
might
may
be
have
offended.
also. He
don't
may have
know.
also had enough. When did he last upload?
Oh, recently. Yeah, the guy.
Oh.
The guy continues. Because there's always something. There's a lot of independent sort of releases, I guess, from his history of books.
So comment below
Anyway,
on the video if you
so-
are already familiar with that song.
Needless to say, it's.
You might not have
different.
recognized it at the
It's
very
different.
opening.
Because I said to Matt, what should we do? And so he picked up the guitar and he started doing things. And we kind of, I don't know who said flamenco, but off it went.
I was thinking about like
Yeah, what were you doing?
I was thinking about like
Replay.
spaghetti westerns and
Yes.
westerns.
Yes, I was over New Year's. I was at the wonderful parish priest. He has subscriptions. Most priests have subscriptions to streaming services. Good heavens, streaming services, and he had Amazon Prime, and I found it no advertisement for those guys, horrendous company. Anyway, but what they with Prime you get a whole bunch of free stuff, and you get dozens of really obscure Italian spaghetti westerns, like ones that nowhere near, nobody called Morricone, nobody called Leone anywhere near them, like really obscure. And I was just playing several of them just to get the opening titles, because they're composers you've never heard of, not even the sort of second, third rung, well, not third rung, but in terms of fame, because they're all very good.
I'm sure that's
But yeah, like really obscure, and so that was really interesting. So I was talking about that, so Matt kind of
I think it was In the Air.
Well, the thing is that Matt is a very, very
It also reminded
versatile
me that
musician.
in the original
You could
song,
go off on anything you
there's not a lot of
mention.
harmony in the song, and
Right.
not a lot of harmony is very similar to Arabic music, which is very similar and forms part of flamenco music, which forms part of Western music.
To give you a good
of,
freedom
the
template.
USA, so I just took it there really. So hopefully nobody minded, but I don't care because it's our cover. And we're
He doesn't
artists in our own right, aren't
No,
we?
he does care. That's the thing, If you really didn't care,
I
you'd
want
just
people to
do
comment whatever
exactly-
they think. Say, oh, that was great, but bar 6 could have been clearer, or this was that shame. I think during the guitar solo, it would have been better if Patricia didn't sing, or I like the fact that she sang the counter melody. It sounded a lot like, they did the wordless
I made it up,
vocal.
goodness knows
But I think you could have, done better. You should have played a melody in the bass or something like that.
Yeah, get really specific. Your first thought actually was intriguing. He said like we could go full jazz and do a whole bunch of weird jazz harmonies, like going crazy. Like what were you playing with?
Something pattern music again. I was thinking like something in D minor.
Notice.
Similar. Well, it's just not.
It says
even
preview.
relevant.
But pay for it.
I can't remember now.
It was fun.
Some going like that, kind of like
Groovy.
that Brazilian
The groovy.
loungy jazz area.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Because you got true.
I wonder if in 100 they've done that. They probably have, but I don't think they went full on spaghetti western. Most of which
they
were
could have
filmed
been-
in Spain. Interesting. Yeah, that I bet somebody's done that.
People
Maybe.
might have been more interested in hearing about how they can make their own request, Patricia.
Oh,
They
I don't
can
know.
click the link in the description.
That's true.
Or go to
40 pounds, 40
patriciahammonds.com
British pounds.
/requests.
Which is worth
You
very
pay on
little,
PayPal.
depending, if you're where is that? Where is 40 pounds? Relatively small compared at the moment in exchanges worldwide.
I don't understand what you mean.
40 pounds is cheaper now than it was for some countries.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. Oh God, I have to track to.
Doesn't
find
matter.
out.
It's,
But you're paying in whatever currency you want. But it's that
it's
much.
actually it's a lot of money, if you're thinking in terms of you get one song, like you could buy one song on whatever.
Depends what you think about what goes into making
But
a video.
it's not a lot of money if you think of one song especially for you by, I don't know, what you could call us professionals. With a bespoke arrangement, recorded in 4K and with
You can put it on the internet, then you can send
lights.
it. You can send it to whoever you want. Can't
Anyway, yeah, you can dedicate, give people a dedication.
And
this is dedicated
you?
to.
If you want to surprise them with that,
Stephen.
you can just send the link, click the little share icon, and just send it to wherever you need. And say, I saw this, I thought of you, and then they can write comments.
You know that song you like?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, you know that song you like? Well, look what happened. Look what happened the other day. Look what happened somewhere in North London.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Sticking to the end.
I like Peggy Lee's version. Edward Woodward did a version. I listened to a whole pile of them. Peggy Lee is really quite. I like. It sounds a bit drunk. I like it.
Sounds, yeah.
Edward Woodward clearly trying to do the sort of, well, it worked for Richard Harris for MacArthur Park. Let me do some singing. It's I like the arrangement for that one. And then of course the most famous one is with what's his face? You know, plays a piano.
Elton
John.
Yeah. Well, it's different to all of those.
I like her original version. She has this sort of northern accent. What's the word that's really obvious? Very. Yes, she sings very. And I like that. That's great. That's it. Don't pretend to be American if you're not, you know,
that's true. That's gone. That's gone.
I like
that's
that.
That's the thing that's disappeared from popular music singing. Right, see you later.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
Stephen.
Thanks again, Susan. Thank you.